welcome back. We're excited to be joined by a remarkable debut author whose book titled My Nakedness has already captured the attention of readers and critics alike since its release late last year. Her deeply personal exploration of vulnerability and self-discovery has sparked conversation and resonated with many. Now, this weekend, she'll be meeting fans and signing copies of her book at exclusive books at Grove Mall. And tonight we get an inside look at her journey as an author and, of course, what we can expect. I'm speaking of none other than Selima Henok. Good evening and welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be back.
I love that you're here again this evening. Congratulations once again on the release of My Nakedness. I think you'll hear this often as it keeps reaching milestones.
Indeed.
Talk to us about the journey since the book was released. And I just asked you, was it last year? It felt like it was just 2 months ago.
It has been overwhelming. I mean, the feedback. When I was narrating or putting my feelings down and just deciding to put it in a book, I didn't think that it will get to this point where it impacted people's lives, and also just the feedback that I've been getting. It has been overwhelming and also humbling experience, because it just shows that Namibians are hungry for authentic stories, their own stories. Some people are saying, thank you so much, big sis. I've become big sis to older people. It's like I was giving them advice they wish they knew apparently when they were my age, and also just knowing that people were embracing authenticity in a sense. And I'm really overwhelmed and grateful the feedback that I've been getting and those that are coming back to me, and also just saying that maybe you should write more. I don't know. It's a daunting experience. I'm not sure if I want to do that, but we'll see. We'll see.
I was just about to ask, because it's been such a fulfilling experience thus far, and of course I'm sure very humbling having people tell how they feel about the book, and something that you put your heart and soul into. And usually when I speak to authors who've written a book for the first time, they always say there's still 1 or 2 more books within them. So for you, it's a maybe?
Yeah, it's a maybe.
Yeah.
It's a maybe. You'll never. People are saying, where's the point? We need a part 2. Yes, perhaps I will look into that. Yeah. Time will tell, yeah.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, you're doing a book signing this weekend at Exclusive Books. How exciting.
I mean, it's exclusive books.
Exactly.
Namibian authors, mostly we write, the authors I know have, even those that mentored me into getting to the point where I am today, having a published book, they just sell their books on, from home.
Yes.
They never really take it to bookshops.
From the boot of their car.
Exactly. So for me, it's a humbling experience knowing that Exclusive Books took me in, and they took me through the process of having the book in their store, and they are also looking at having it in SA bookshops as well. And the owner of Exclusive Books is around. I think he's going back this on Sunday or so. So hopefully I'll meet him today as well, just to brief him and also have a conversation with him. But within that, I think the fact that they are just appreciating local authors, and also just trying to promote them, not just for them to make sales for themselves, but also trying to promote local authors, and also just having that Namibian taste to it, not just having international books or people outside, but also making sure that locals benefit from their platform as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you know how many local authors they're going to feature, how long this initiative is going to run, or the collaboration?
So when I was talking to the manager, he told me that they have sessions of promoting local authors. I know that the book of Dr. Simata is also there, and also just the recently released book of the late Dr. Hage Gengo by Dr. Mate. That book it's actually sold out, but they are getting more copies. So what they and also other 2 authors, Namibian authors that I saw there, I just can't quite remember their names, but they will have a series of book signings and great for authors, just to promote local authors in a sense. So it's quite an exciting thing to know that we don't just need to sell the books from the boot of our cars, but we can also have them displayed in bookshops as well.
Before becoming a local author yourself, did you support other local authors, read their books, etc.?
I like to read memoirs mostly. I remember the first Namibian book that I wrote was Martha Queses, and she's the one that mentored me through the process. She's a Namibian author, an incredible writer, but you know, she also has a couple of books that she published, educational ones, and also just about her life. So reading her book actually inspired me. Even when I was writing my book, I had to go back to her book just to read through it again, and that really inspired me to share my story. It was through a local author, but for me in general, I like reading, memoirs and biographies because I learn more from other people's experiences. That's why I was also inspired to write and to tell my story per se. Yeah, so there is a lot of Namibian authors. I just hope that they will make use of this opportunity to approach exclusive books and also have their books displayed.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I think people generally know you as a journalist, you know, award-winning one at that.
Yes.
How do the two complement each other? Did you find writing your personal story as easy as writing a story for news?
I think story for news is you go to a story and then you compile, you do a little bit of research, but at least you tell other people's stories, or you tell about government initiatives or programs that they are doing, or find answers for the community from the government, or tell their problems in the community. But for my book, it was quite challenging. I was quite skeptical in terms of just putting my life story out there, because I just felt like people would judge me, but in a sense I was comforted that, you know, maybe perhaps somebody can learn one or two things from my life story, even if it's just one person. And the feedback I have been getting, I don't regret doing it. I was quite scared because people will enter into my life and know how Selima thinks, how Selima operates, and the mistakes that I made because I included everything. But they have been quite receptive and also just welcoming me and embracing me and saying that I didn't know you were going through all that. But it's quite amazing, and I'm really humbled, like I said earlier.
Oh, what are you looking most forward to tomorrow?
Tomorrow, just to meet people that read the book and those also coming out to purchase the book, but mostly just to interact with the people, because most people were like, I would like to meet you, maybe we should sit for a coffee. But then I texted those that wanted to meet with me to see they must come so that we'll just have a short chat. But I'm looking forward to engaging with the public, especially those that had a chance to read my book, and just really promote Namibian authors also in the process, and making sure that, you know, this is a start for greater things for Namibian authors. Even if I perhaps just write this book, at least I can open doors for other people.
Yes, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Tell us what time it starts, what time you'll be there, etc.
Of course. The event will be from 11 o'clock until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. And of course, throughout we'll have some little engagements in between. So I'm inviting everyone to come, and even upcoming authors, because a lot of people have been approaching me on how they can start their journey. Exactly. So that it's a time for us to engage. Hey? So I'm inviting everybody who's interested by purchasing a book or just engaging with me.
Selima, all the best for tomorrow and all the success with the success of this book.
Indeed. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being with us.
Right.
Well, that was Selima Henok speaking to us about her book titled My Nakedness. And of course, she'll be the author that will be featured tomorrow at Exclusive Books in Grove Mall from 11 to 2 p.m. She'll be there for signing. And if you'd like to engage her, purchase the book, have a chat with her, this is your opportunity to do so. We'll be right back after this.